and welcome back to Cash Talks Football, where we're breaking down all the goals scored in the Carabao Cup. And today we're doing Southampton against the Liverpool, and not much to really talk about, just a generic cup game, not really that much drama, but I'm going to go over a couple of points anyway. So we can see Southampton right here in possession, and as they're trying to attack Liverpool, there's a couple of key points that you want to think about. So remember, when you're on attack, the chances of you losing the ball are pretty high, and then you've got to be in some sort of defensive shape to either win the ball back or stop a quick transition. So when you look at what Southampton is like right here, before this ball is played, it's not too bad. Obviously, without that exception there, not sure what's happening to him. When this ball's played, though, I want to watch this player. So this is important, right? So he's playing it through for a goal-scoring opportunity, and then, look, he stops doing anything, just stands still. No interest in backing up his teammate, doesn't quite know if it's a good ball or a bad ball yet. As he's played it, he's too busy admiring it. The keeper comes out to deal with it. But the main point is, you can see, look, there's a massive gap now. So that means as Southampton are trying to attack, pretty much most of the team haven't bothered. They're coming nowhere near. So all they're doing is sitting back, having a cup of tea, and letting these three get on with it. Well, actually two, because he hasn't bothered to move. And because they're so far back, now this all ends up happening here. So they're trying to pressure the ball, simply just pass from the keeper to, I think it's Trent here, and watch. This is just poor play. What he's doing, right, again, you've probably heard me say a million times, he's overcoached. He's trying to guess what Trent's doing by passing the ball there instead of just squeezing the ball and going towards Trent. So watch. As I move this forward, watch what he does. Do you see him? He's blocking the pass. And there is no pass. So now he's completely and utterly taken out of the game. This guy's running so quick and over-pressured. But because that same guy that passed the ball, if he had come with these two, he would have been in about here or anywhere to help try to pressure this ball here. And he's not. You can see basically two Southampton players have gone on their own here. And now Trent, with a bit of skill, just does this guy simply. Off he goes. Now you see, this is the area that his teammate here, who made the original pass, would have been close enough to try and pressure. One trying to give him a hassle, and the other one actually trying to win the football. But they haven't bothered to do that. They've all just stood still. So as we move it forward, now Trent's looking to pick out a pass. And before he does, I want to comment on, look at the difference of energy. When Trent was under pressure, how quick he turned, beat those two players, and got down the field. You don't normally see that from him. There's this thing with good players, is they come into this sort of lazy zone, where I'm better than you, I don't really have to try, but they can turn it on. And Trent is very much like that. You can see him, and I know when he's coming back from one of those injuries, you can see it. He was very sort of lackadaisical and lazy. As soon as he turns on the jets and he actually starts playing, he's got another level. No matter how good he is, he's got another level. And you see it just in that one little interaction there. So he goes to put this little through ball through, bosh, and as he does, it's going to take a little deflection. But you can see where the Southampton midfield is and the back line is as in the exact same position as they were about 15 seconds ago when that pass was taken. It's massively different. If they're here instead of there, that ball, well, first off, Nunez would probably offside because it's one of his favourite things to do in football is to be offside. And the ball may not be as easy to play. There will be extra space to play it into, but it makes things so much more difficult for Trent because these guys have been putting more pressure on the ball. They've been further up the field. It's like they're two things doing two separate motions. So some guys are pressuring, the other guys are dropping off, and there's no cohesiveness between the team in any way, shape or form. So now all Nunez has got to do is bring the ball down and put it into the goal. Now here's the problem. It is Nunez. He is one-on-one. The other thing you've got to question is when this ball is bounced here and that line is so high up, the keeper's starting position so far back, he couldn't have dealt with it. If this was the other end, Kelleher for Liverpool, their keeper would have got rid of this because he would have been up at a higher starting position. The other issue you've got is look at how many of these defenders are absolutely nowhere near Nunez here. No one has anticipated the run. No one's really paying any attention. So now it's just a case of can Nunez take a touch, bring it down and slot it into the goal. And he can. And the keeper, again, he could have still come further forward and put pressure on this shot to make him make a mistake because Nunez has got a mistake in him. And the keeper doesn't make him do that. He just sits there and waits to get beaten. Let's look out the next goal. This is complete schoolboy defending from Southampton. I mean, they might as well not be playing the game at this point. Watch, you've got two defenders, neither of which are interested in trying to win the football. No one's told them that this is the important thing in the game. It's the thing that gets points. But let's watch what happens. Watch, as we move this, Neither player is close enough to make a challenge, but they're doing that, what I call the Premier League thing as well. We've been coached to look like this, so that's what we're doing. Look, what are you doing? The goal, your goal, this guy's goal is over here. So his back is defending the Liverpool goal. He is not really interested in you defending the Liverpool goal, mate. He's just going to walk straight in front of you. I mean, it's just awful. There's an interesting run. I don't know if this might be Nunez here. But interesting run that does pull one of the Southampton players away. But what's this guy doing? I mean, why is he not trying to pressure along in the inside there? It's clear that this guy can't win it. Just look at his body shape. Look where he's looking. He cannot really put in a decent tackle because all he's going to do is just put his right foot there. His back's going to be there and he's going to walk this way. But if both of them squeeze, they can actually have a chance. But they don't. They both stand there and just let him go straight through the middle of them both. This is great here. Watch this little run. Nunez pulls and opens up a pocket of space. This is the pocket of space that he's going to end up help creating because someone goes with him. Look, you've got 1, 2, 3 Southampton players. He's not trying hard. He hasn't done a magic skill. He's just basically got the football and taken 3 steps. And no one has bothered to do anything. So now, as we're moving this forward just a little bit, see that run? There's the run. There's that extra pocket of space because that's where the goal's going to be end up scoring from. But remember, as this line is here, when it gets moved back to here, that pocket of space that is there is still going to be there. And that's where the goal's going to come from in a minute. Again, look at the body shape. He stood still, standing there, trying to, I don't know what, because he can't tackle him. He can't stop the pass because both feet are firmly planted with his weight. So his weight distribution is terrible. He can't actually try to go left or right to try to stop the pass. So this little dink 1-2 around him. Can you see that run now? Pulling up that pocket of space. Opens up for that little run right there. That's key. As we go the one right there. Oh, my bad. I didn't stop it quick enough. I wanted to show you this. Do you see this Southampton defender running in here? Because he identifies there's a problem now. Nunez has pulled that guy completely out of the way. He was there. He could have stepped in, but now he's just been completely pulled out of the way. This guy's just, I don't know, just running around trying to do... It's awful, completely awful. When I show you this, I mean, the fact that this is Premier League standard is terrible. Right, this guy, completely utterly wrong position, should have been back here, hasn't got back. Why is he worried about cutting out a pass this way? I don't understand, because there's the threat. That's where the pass is going. His body shape is wrong. His positioning is wrong. Yeah. In goes the little pass. Look, he's taken out of the play. He's taken out of the play. This guy's taking himself out of the play by running into this pocket of space, opening the pocket of space behind him. Then he's going to run back to where he came from for no reason whatsoever, other than got no idea, and the fact that he just doesn't know what he's doing. And the most hilarious thing is, everyone else around him, these two are still walking. Remember, because this guy, where's his name? This little Gakpo, he was on the other side of them. And if these guys just ran with him, they'd still be with him here, but they aren't. They're a good, 7 or 8 yards back, both of them. They're not anywhere near where they're supposed to be. I love the left back. He just doesn't care that his mates run out here. And he's just like, yeah, mate, you're looking like a fool. So, because this clown has run forward and opened up that pocket of space behind him, now he has to run back and try to deal with it. But look where his body shape is. Now he's facing this way with his back here. That means it's easy to just get behind him and have a shot at goal. That guy's still out of the play because Nunez took him out of the game earlier on. And it's just an easy ball into, who's that? Harvey Elliott, I think. But watch this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy here. So he's made a run to here, round to here, and over to here, avoiding the football at all costs and marking a player. That's some skill. Now it's just a little side foot. I know it takes a bit of deflection there, but I think it's going in anyway. And it's in the bottom of that box. So this is that, I think, a Japanese lad for Liverpool here, giving the ball away. You can see the ball comes into him quite easily, and he's got loads of time and space on the ball. But what he's trying to do is make a quick tempo 1-2 pass here. Just gets the timing wrong because he's not up to game sharpness. That's what it really is. And then Liverpool just fall apart. So as we watch this, little ball in, there we go. Supposed to go right to him, doesn't. The run is, I don't know, it's a decent run. It's just the pass is just ever so slightly off. And that's all it takes. What's the difference, though, between Liverpool and Southampton? When this ball's, obviously, it's been given away here. They've stepped up, won the ball, and they make a little pass here. Look at the difference in the pocket space that they're actually trying to close down here as we move this here. Boom. Okay, he does take a deflection off his face and he does go down. But you can see how quick the Liverpool players are to press. And without that little bit of luck there, I'm not sure they're getting any joy, because that ball over the top, I don't know if it's going to really work for them. This is the best sort of opportunity that they're going to have because of that little lucky ricochet deflection. But we know someone's got their hand up, and if we know you've watched this channel before, that means in the next 5 seconds, someone's going to score a goal. So as he's telling him to cover that space, right, all this guy has to do is, you can see that shape between the two of them there. That's all he has to keep to stop this guy cutting in. Yeah, he does have to get back a little bit more to further back, but that's all he has to do. So right here, that's what he needs to do. Hold that position there. That stops this guy being able to cut in on his right foot and have a shot at goal. That's what you're trying to do, but he doesn't. It's the same stupid thing that for some reason they think 2 players can win 1 football. 2 players, 1 football? No, can't do it. And what happens? As he steps in, boom, he goes around both of them. That's simple. All he had to do was hold his ground, and that player wouldn't have been able to cut back into that space that he's just run away from. It is that simple. 1 player's holding him up, making sure he can't go through him. You're covering that space on the other side there, so you can't go around him, and it's easily defended. They choose not to do that. Both of them choose to run at the ball, and then he just skips around them, and then he puts out a good finish, bosh, into the back of the net box. Other than that, I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.